Ladies and gentlemen, it is karaoke season.
The 2018 New Mexico State Fair Karaoke Showcase. We will hear over 300 songs sung in 13 venues to find the top 96 adult and top 12 minor karaoke enthusiasts. And then finally, the 2018 New Mexico State Fair Karaoke Champ. To become part of this massive event, simply log on to callmeozz.net and click on the New Mexico State Fair Register Here logo.
Hello and welcome to callmeozz.net live. My name is Oz, and I just want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. I have a very special show tonight that I think is going to be very informational to the karaoke community, to the venue owners, to the KJs, and to the singers out there to help everybody better understand what this business is really all about and the way it works. Before we get to that though, I want to talk to you a little bit about where I was over the last week. It's been a very busy week as usual. Last Wednesday when I left here, I drove straight down to Leo's nightclub, hung out with KJ Allen there for a little bit, sang some great songs. He has great sound down there. It's a great place to go. If you really like to sing Mexican or Spanish music, it is an awesome place to go. He kind of specializes in that. But they don't care if you sing anything else, because I sing Ozzy and I sing Iron Maiden and they all love it. So hit them up Mondays and Wednesdays. Camino Real Tap Room down in Los Lunas was my next stop. That is with KJ Danielson. And they are there every Wednesday and every Saturday. I believe it starts at 7, and it's a brewery, and it's a great place to go. It's also family friendly, so it's a good place to go. Have a really nice Wednesday evening karaoke, and then on Saturday nights they also do karaoke. From there, I went up to the Sandbar. That is the old Sneakers out on San Mateo, and hung out with Amos for a little bit. Had a great time there. Then on Thursday, I was at the Soch with KJ Camo, which, by the way, they are starting off their Pride. And so last Thursday was the first night of the Gong Show. The Gong Show is amazing. If nothing else, you guys should go down there and just check it out. I kid you not, it is 2 hours of complete laughter and entertainment. From there, so then on Friday night, we had our 4th preliminary at the Lucky 66 Bowl. Down on 4th Street, down in the valley, and it was a great night. The minimum was lifted, and the house was packed, and we had great singers. Pre-qualified another 4 to come back on June the 1st, and they were amazing. I'm telling you, June 1st is going to be one heck of a night. You will not believe the singers that are there. On Saturday morning, I was with Miss Gaynor Thompson. She is one of our judges and is also a previous Miss Petite New Mexico. And they are working on a show. It's called Enchanting Points of View. So it was a live show that I was on for an hour and a half, and this is moving on to some bigger and better things. Then on last night, I was out at Billiards Palace and Holiday Bowl. And just to clarify, there's some rumors going around that Holiday Bowl was closing last night for their remodeling and reconstruction. That is not the case. They have at least another week before they do this. They will be closed for a couple of months while they completely remodel Holiday Bowl. So when it reopens, you guys are going to be exciting. I want to say hi to Will and Michael and Amos. You guys are awesome. Thanks for joining us today. Where I'll be next week. So I'm out of town for the next couple of days. Friday night will be the 5th and final preliminary at Lucky 66 Bowl. You want to join us for that. It's going to be another great night of singers. I've already seen the song list. I've already seen the singers. It's going to be a tough call for the judges. Begins at 9 o'clock. Get there early to get your seats. From there on Saturday, the Camino Real Winery and Tap Room is holding their finals for their karaoke showcase that they do down there. It has nothing to do with the state fair, but it is a great competition. He has 24 pre-qualified finalists that are going to be trying out to win. There's over $1,000 in cash in this competition, so it's going to be a great night. I will be there at 6:30 to pop in and introduce and get the ball rolling. At 6:45, I'm out the door, but that will go on till about midnight that night. And then on Sunday afternoon, I will be at Kilt Check Brewery. That used to be Drafty Kilt Brewery, and I should be there about 5 o'clock. That is also where we're holding one of the minors competitions. So if you know anybody that is under 21 years old that loves to sing, get them signed up now. We have two venues. We have the Elks Lodge on June the 10th and Kilt Check on June the 24th. You guys will have a great time. And if you're an adult that likes to sing and you have a kid that likes to sing, hey, no worries. You guys can come in, your kid can sing to try out, and you can sing too. So it'll be a good time. Then on Tuesday of next week, I will be at the Elks Lodge in Rio Rancho, and then I will be at Sideline Sports Bar, also on the west side. What you can do is you can visit callmeozz.net. Right on the main homepage, there is a button that says, Where is Oz Tonight? And you can click on that button and you can see my full schedule that shows all the venues I'm at and also the times that I'm at. So check that out. So I also want to say thank you to Lisa and Mike and DJ Eyes for joining us. I hope you guys are having a great day. So I've got a little giveaway that I'm going to give away tonight. These right here are 2 tickets to the Southwest Comedy Showcase. It's 2 nights. One night is Friday night. The next night is Saturday night. This is a week from this weekend, May 25th, 26th. This is going to be a hilarious show. Keith Breckenridge, Dave Roseman, Zach Abeda, Buck D. These are going to be a great show, and I'm going to give these 2 tickets away tonight. All you have to do is, on the Facebook Live feed, is just type into the comment where we had our last sing-and win at. And the first person that does that is going to win these 2 tickets. And you can go Friday night or Saturday night, whatever works for you. So we're going to go to the website here, just so I can show you something that's kind of cool about this. And I kind of made a mention about it earlier, and that is the Where is Oz Tonight? Okay, there we go. So let's see here. Let's get this little mouse moving around here. Oops, I didn't want to do that. There we go. Let's see. Okay, so right over here, this is the button that I was just telling you about. Where is Oz Tonight? If you click on that, it'll take you straight to my schedule. And like I said, it shows all of the different venues that I'm at and what times I'm at. And then the other thing that I wanted to show you on the main homepage is we've set it up to where everything is quick links. So up here we have all the karaoke, the comedy, the live music. They'll take you straight to that page. But down here, if all you're doing is looking for a place to sing tonight, simply click on karaoke listings and it'll take you straight to that page. And on this page, you can find Sunday night karaoke, Monday night, Tuesday night, whatever night you're looking for, it's all here. And that's what we do for you. All right, so that's what we got going on the website these days. Now, I did want to just go over a couple of events that we have coming up. So the first one is, like I mentioned, we have our 5th and final preliminary this Friday at Lucky 66 Bowl. We have a little bit of space. I think there's 3 or 4 spots left, so you can still go online and you can still register to go ahead and get in this Friday. We'll qualify the last 4 out of 12 to come back on June the 1st. Then, like I mentioned, the Southwest Comedy Showcase, May 25th and 26th. And you can buy those tickets online at callmeozz.net. All you have to do is click on the comedy button. That'll take you to the comedy page, and you'll see it right there where you can go ahead and order your tickets online. Then on June the 1st will be our first audition to send the first 10 singers to the New Mexico State Fair. These are the ones that we've been pre-qualifying each week. So this will be a big deal. This will be a night you will not want to miss. Now, you may have heard that we pack Lucky 66 beyond capacity. This is true. So what they're doing is they are adding in video live feed into the restaurant on the other side, as well as audio. which means that if we get full, you will still be able to watch everything on the other side. So, but the earlier you get there, the better it is, obviously. Then, the library downtown, that is going to be brought back by Drastic Entertainment, the one and only Miss Sarah Drastic herself. She will be there on Tuesday nights, and we will start that on June the 5th. So make your notes. It's going to be a sing and win. Still getting the prizes together, but I have no doubt that they will be amazing prizes. Then the first minors audition is going to be June the 10th. We're 22% full on that one. And then Zulos on June the 14th will be the next one. And let's see. Did DJ Eyes win?
No.
Oh, no. Okay, no. No. We're talking about the last sing and win that we did. That will be, if somebody can name the last place that we did a sing and win at, you're going to win these 2 tickets to the comedy showcase. So keep trying, folks. The Zulos is about 40% full right now. So you can still get in on that one. That is on Thursday, June the 14th. And then we also have dinner and a concert. The concert is on September the 30th, and these will be random entries. So you just got to pay attention to Call Me Oz to know what's going on. So, does everybody like my Oz coffee cup? I made it myself. So, here's the main thing that I wanted to talk about as far as karaoke issues are concerned. Here lately, there's been a lot of KJs that are popping up in our community and in the city that are charging extremely low rates for what they do. And the issue with this is it affects the KJs that have invested thousands upon thousands of dollars, not only in equipment, but also in their music library. It's not cheap to buy these songs and actually own the rights to them, to actually use them. This is an issue, and it's really not fair to the KJs and the venues that have spent a fortune on these songs. So I did a little bit of investigation, for one, to protect those that do this, and for two, to even protect the venues that their KJs may be violating copyright laws that can get them in a ton of trouble if they get caught. So the first thing I want to cover is I did a lot of research to find out the facts. And what I found out is the first one, and by the way, this is not legal advice, so by no means think that this is legal advice. This is simply advice, period. I want to talk about Carafun. The first thing I found out about Carafun is that none of the songs are actually originals. They are actually made so that they simply avoid having to pay the copyright royalties. And in this, I think we're going to go over a little bit tonight because I am going to cover this in detail. But these songs are not necessarily perfect, and they do that on purpose so that they don't have to pay the high royalties in the copyrights. The other thing is that Carafun offers 2 subscriptions. One is $5.99 a month. One is $129 a month. The $5.99 a month is meant strictly for personal use, that you can use Carafun for yourself at your house. If you have some friends over and you want to do karaoke, that's fine. You are not allowed to take that $5.99 subscription into a venue and broadcast it commercially. It's very explicit about this. You have to pay the $129 a month for this, and the $129 a month only covers one venue. So for each venue that you have to pay $129 and get a different one. They can digitally track you, so they know where you are and they know what you're doing, so you can get caught. So on that one, the extended catalog, which is what I was just talking about, comes off the professional version. You still have to obtain permission from the original artist and ASCAP and BMI and SESIC before you can broadcast those songs. So going to Carafun and thinking that you can be a $50 KJ is not going to be the right way to go. Now, the other thing with Carafun is it has to be streamed live. You can download up to 1,000 songs, but then again, if you only have 1,000 songs, how do you know which ones people are going to choose? So that is the deal with Carafun. So if anybody's using Carafun on the $5.99 subscription, It is copyright infringement, and you can get in a lot of trouble for it. The next one I want to talk about is YouTube. YouTube is very explicit about that you cannot broadcast it commercially. In their terms and conditions section 4D, you must obtain YouTube permission in order to broadcast their logo, trademark, name, or ads contained within. It also says in section 5B, you shall not broadcast without YouTube and the video's owner's consent to commercially broadcast anything. So therefore, if you're putting up YouTube out there and you happen to get seen by the YouTube police or the ASCAP police or the BMI, it's about $10,000 per song in the way of a fine. So they can shut you down pretty fast. ASCAP is the responsibility of the venue owner to cover all copywritten music, including television. I don't know if you realize that, but you cannot even have a television on if you're in a venue without ASCAP and BMI. Reason why is a lot of commercials use copywritten music, and in that case, if a copywritten music happens to show up on a commercial, then you're now in violation of copyright laws. The KJs, the bands, the DJs, they do not have to have ASCAP coverage because they are a contractor under the umbrella of the venue itself. BMI and SESCA are the same as ASCAP. They cover different artists, so actually a venue needs to have all three of these to be 100% covered. So if you only have ASCAP and you play a song that is not covered under ASCAP, then you can get in trouble by BMI. So fair warning, and I will tell you this, ASCAP does not mess around. They track these venues on a regular basis. They hound them to get them to pay, and when they don't pay, they simply file a lawsuit against them. They don't mess around. So my advice to every single venue owner out there is make sure you have ASCAP and BMI at minimum. SESCA isn't that big of a deal, but ASCAP and BMI definitely are. And then check with your KJ. Make sure that your KJ has a digital library of music, that he is not using YouTube and is not using Carafun. If he is using Carafun, you need to make sure that he is using the professional subscription and not the personal subscription. Also, I want to talk, I'm just going to brief on sound choice real quick because this is another one. People have heard about the sound choice police going around and suing venue after venue after venue, which they did. And they made millions of dollars on their old customers after they went out of business for copyright infringement. Well, what happened is they finally lost a lawsuit. And after they lost that lawsuit, they were no longer able to file lawsuits concerning copyright infringement. So what did they do? Now they filed a trademark infringement. They started saying that the sound choice logo coming up at the end of a song confuses the people out there. And because of the confusion, they filed trademark. Well, they won a couple of lawsuits and then they lost one in Florida. And after that, sound choice was done. So at this point in time, I really wouldn't worry about sound choice. I'd worry more about ASCAP if I was you. And I would also worry about YouTube and Carafun more than anything else. From this point forward, I want to make something very clear. Call Me Ozz is in the business of supporting legal businesses. Call Me Ozz is not in the business of supporting illegal businesses. Therefore, as we find out who the KJs are and who the venues are that are operating illegally, Call Me Ozz in no way, shape, or form will promote those venues, will promote those KJs, or accept any kind of advertising or any kind of events from these venues or these KJs. It's just what we have to do because, like I said, we're in the business to keep it legal and to keep it around forever and to keep the professionals running the systems. So if anybody is in that situation and you need help to get to where you need to be, please call on Call Me Ozz. That's what we're here for. We're here to help you. So the last thing I want to say is that we have begun preparations for the parade. We will have 2 floats, thanks to Michelle's dad, who helped us since day one at all of our parades. She's so awesome. And Roger and Mike from High Desert Respiratory Systems down in Belen. And I want to give a great big thanks to Trent and Angie Smith for connecting us to them, because they're the ones that got it all to happen. You guys are awesome. Double L Media is even more awesome. So thank you for this live feed. Thank you all for joining us today. I hope we've helped, and I will sing you soon. Have a great night.